D2 Word Life here, and I am back with the DNF podcast here with CreepyMonkey HeadGame, who, by the sound of it, is eating
It's crap, it's unhealthy, deal with it. But it tastes good, and it's fucking cheap.
But then again, so is every fast food restaurant item. It's crap and cheap and fattening. So today on the podcast, we decided to do a random Q&A type discussion video. So that way you guys can get to know a little bit more about us. So, Chris.
Uh-huh.
We'll start with you.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first video game that made you fall in love with gaming in general?
Okay, quick story on that. When I was a kid, I had a PS1, and every game I had was pirated. So, I'm going to have to go with fucking Goofy's Funhouse by Disney. That's burned onto a shitty DVD. I still have the fucking thing too. I still fucking play it.
Only you would play illegal pirated games growing up. I never went that route.
I just broke that fucking kid. Why do you think I had literally 90s toys?
You know, it's funny you say you were broke as a kid, but here I am knowing that you're broke as an adult too.
I'm not broke as an adult. I choose to live like this so I can just hoard my money and just stockpile it into crap.
It's like, yep. Okay, so you have any questions for me now? Or do you have to... I don't know. I gotta think.
I don't know. What? You know what? Same question.
Oh, so that's we might as well just keep going back and forth with the same question.
Yeah! Yeah, damn right.
It's like, fine.
Flip it around, make it your idea. That's how I got through high school.
Yeah, well, the difference is I got a high school diploma, you don't. But we'll get into that later.
And there you've just wasted a question.
But we'll get into that later. Anyway, I was a wrestling fan. I liked the classic WWE games back when watching that was actually not crap like it is now, but if I had to pick an actual,
Wait, it was good at one point?
You were too young, Chris. It was a different time period. Back when wrestling was actually watchable and actually better than it is now, you were maybe 2 or 3 years old. But
yeah,
you gotta realize I am older than you. I know all about that.
Yeah, but you also gotta realize that when I was that age, I was fucking playing video games.
Yeah, but anyway, go on. If I had to say what game got me into this, was on the PS2. Crash Tag Team Racing. That's the first game I actually beat 100%, and I got hooked on this whole gaming thing that I've been doing now. Now, this time you think of a question to ask me while we're chatting.
What's your experience with Xbox? And have you ever played it?
Oh, shit. You just had to mention that in here.
Yeah. Well, I got everything. I got shit that's existed before you were even born, dude.
Okay, whatever. Fine, you want to know my experience with Xbox?
And have you ever even used one? Let's answer that first.
Yes, I've used one when I was a kid. I'm not proud of it, but it was my sister.
Which one?
I don't fucking remember. I was a fucking kid then.
Was it a 360? It was probably just an Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't a 360 or anything.
I was visiting family on summer vacation. One of my sisters at the time happened to have one, and that's the only time I ever played on an Xbox. I'm not proud of it. I'm a PlayStation guy.
Don't you love how the fucking... I'm so happy that the 360 got rid of that big ass fucking controller. It's to me, it felt like, you know, holding a fucking circle with like. I have one of those somewhere. Hold on, let me go look for it. It's not like you can fucking see it. You guys know what it looks like. Google it.
Yeah, that'd be clear. It's like
just,
none of us on camera, bro.
Yeah, screw this. Just Google it.
So you know what it looks like. So,
yeah, we're not editing that shit in. Do you think we have that much effort?
Hey, you're lucky if you even get minimal effort from us. This past week, you got no effort from me. So, now that I think about it.
So, what's the next question for me? How do you feel about Shrek being over 20 years old now?
I feel like, where the fuck is my gray hair? I thought I'd have some by now. No, seriously, I was a fucking kid when the first movie got released. Out of, like, what? I think there's, like, what, 4 of them now?
Yeah, but we don't talk about number 4. Number 3 is eh. Number 4, no.
To the roar.
Well, you know what I love? In Shrek 2, we saw Rumpelstiltskin. No, Shrek 3. Yeah. And then they created a different character design.
Mm-hmm.
For the 4th one.
Yeah. So, speaking of movies, I'll stay on that freaking same track as movies. I think everyone already knows the answer to this, but for those who haven't, what is your favorite horror movie series and why? And what are the cons? And what are the good? What are the cons and pros?
You mean the pros and cons?
What are the pros and cons for that whole series?
Hold on, I'm trying to fucking say it, but I'm shivering really much because I just fucking downed an entire large fucking. Shit. It's not. They didn't go down right. Yeah. Okay. It would have to be fucking Halloween.
Everyone knows that.
Pros of Halloween. The first one's good. Second one's okay. Then it goes downhill. Then in 2007 it gets rebooted by Rob Zombie. So, I mean, you already know how that fucking goes. Blood, guts, tits, horror, and then fucking sex scenes, and then horror, and then end of movie. Don't watch Rob Zombie remakes. I literally just said exactly everything that it is. You don't even need to watch it. Yeah, then it gets rebooted in 2018. And I'm still waiting for Halloween Kills. Oh yeah, Halloween 2018 is fucking amazing. Fucking love it. And yeah, pros. First and like the last movie that were made, great. In between crap, kind of shit.
I don't even.
Okay, D2. What's your second favorite horror movie?
Oh, you really got to bash me with the second one.
Yeah.
Because everyone already knows
franchise.
What franchise.
No, yeah.
Fine. My second favorite freaking horror movie franchise you really want to know is the Nightmare series.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yes. What? Why you going for?
You know the fucking what was it? The 2010 remake of him?
I said the Nightmare series. I didn't say the 2010 piece of crap that I don't even consider that a series.
It's still part of the series, dude.
Even the original freaking actor said that movie is not associated with that.
Stupid. I hate it.
Okay, first the Nightmare series started off cool,
describe it. Pros and cons, go.
Okay, the pros and yeah.
Pros, the word bitch is used a lot. Cons, he's got knives for hands. Oh no. Cons, he looks like a fucking burnt testicle.
Well, I like the, okay, but the first one, I like the story plot in it. I mean, hell, the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie was the movie that introduced viewers to Johnny Depp. That was his first role in any movie. If you didn't know that, which I'm pretty sure you did.
No, because I really have gave two shits about Nightmare on Elm Street.
But you know, it just seems like
I'm not
saying,
scared of.
Okay, I'm not saying this as a bad thing here when it comes to the Nightmare series. It's just kind of weird. After the third movie, it took a turn from being like, you know, night demons, stalking, gory to almost comical in a way.
Yeah, knife hands, high bitch, dead. Bitch.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
literally walks in a room, bitch, and then dead. That's the movies.
And yes, and there's two movies I don't like. One of them being the 2010 remake. I hate that one. I'd rather watch the 2000. Okay, never mind.
What about the Freddy versus Jason?
Freddy versus Jason is actually good, and everyone's like, "Who the hell won?"
Nobody.
It's a tie.
Because even though Jason would have kicked his fucking ass, I mean, why did he have all his supernatural powers if he's in the real world? He's a fucking man.
Because a little blink at the end that Freddy does makes it say, "Oh, it's a tie."
Yeah, I know. No, Jason, there shouldn't have even been a fight. Once he's in the fucking dream or out of the dream world, literally, Jason should have just grabbed his fucking. Remember when he fucking just grabs him and just rips him through the fucking windows of that fucking cabin?
Yes.
Yeah, death. When he fucking tosses him, yeah, that should have killed him. When he fucking like chops off his hand, yeah, that he should have passed out from fucking shock. He's a fucking man.
And going back to
He's
my
a third-degree burned piece of fucking testicle. It shouldn't be that hard to kill him.
Just here's my opinion on Freddy versus Jason, real quick side note. Something like that has never been done before. Something like that has never been done before that with a crossover of two horror movies. It was great for the time, but looking back on it, on repeat viewing, I'm just like, why the hell do they have to have those flying around effects every time someone dies? It makes it hokey and repetitive.
What flying around effects? I forget.
Whenever someone gets stabbed or like thrown, they fly like halfway across the fucking like screen, repetitively over and over and over. That's repetitive, and I'm just like, I can see you doing that.
I get when Jason chucks like Freddy across the fucking thing onto the cabin, but like, yeah. Yeah,
so
no,
they do that with like every fucking kill, even the freaking regular people getting killed.
It's like they were in moon gravity. Yeah, I know. Freddy vs. Jason took place on the moon. Changed my mind.
Yeah, I didn't really like that. I thought that was prevalent. Like, if they were gonna do that, only reserve it when the two fight each other because they're supernatural beings, not when they're killing everyone else and making them flee across
Freddy is just a burn victim. Freddy's a literal like man when he's out of the dream world.
It's like, yeah, you have a point there, but we can discuss this all day, but let's move on.
I know. Okay, next question. Oh, actually, I know. I just asked two fucking questions in a row. You fucking go, bro.
Fine, I'll fucking go. If you won the lottery, and if you entered the lottery and won like say a lottery worth like $100 billion, if it ever got that high, what would be the first thing you do?
A bunch of cocaine and hookers. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, just try to live off the old dead meme. Okay, yeah, I know. What I would do is I'd take all that money and then just buy its equivalent in gold. And then, like, 5 years later, cash it all in. I've, like, fucking tripled my fucking profits.
Gold really ain't worth that much in this day and age, bro.
I know, but it's
like silver and bronze is where you're at.
Yeah, well, like, it's still going up. It's not going down.
Ugh. And, It's like, And here's another question for you.
Okay.
Since you asked two in a row. If you woke up tomorrow as the opposite gender, basically your GTA character, what would you do in a day?
Oh fuck! Wait, hold on. This I have to think for 1 second. Hold on. Well, first thing I would do is I'd probably look in the mirror for like 5 minutes while playing with my fucking tits.
Oh shit!
Well, what would you fucking do?
Hey, that's your question, not mine.
I would have a nice, hot, steamy shower and just explore every fucking part of me.
Mm.
And then I would probably... Okay, wait. So, what's the scenario here? Like, I'm just the opposite gender. I'm like my GTA character for a day, right?
Yeah, pretty much say you're your GTA character for a day in real life.
So,
pretty much. Except the only
after
difference
the day's
is...
over...
Except the only difference is if you get killed in the real world, you're dead forever, unlike the game.
Yeah, but
that goes without saying.
But so like if I get a bunch of like fucking diseases and I switch back, would I still have those diseases?
More than likely, yes.
Then there goes up my fucking plans. It's not a deal breaker, but I mean, you gotta be more careful then.
Yeah.
Wait, what if I get like fucking pregnant and then I switch back? What happens to the child? Supernatural borscht.
Then you'd probably
I'd have no uterus.
Then you'd be
I'd have no uterus.
You'd somehow be a pregnant man, and you'd have to give birth to the kid out your... Never mind, I'm not going that far. This is way too detailed.
Yeah, no, I'd basically just be a whore, literally get money, and then I switch back, and then the cops can't ever find me. Because they're looking for a fucking skanky-ass goth, like, bitch.
And you're like, I don't know.
And I was like, I opened the door, I'm like, hey, you want to check my fucking house? Go ahead.
Anyway, you asked me a question.
Same fucking question. I want to know.
Oh, so you want to know what I would do if I was a female for a day?
Yeah. I mean, an ugly one at that, but yeah.
Oh, what you talking about? Of course I would be an ugly-ass bitch. I'm an ugly-ass dude.
It'd still be an improvement.
I will not stand here to be insulted like that. That's why I'm sitting down.
I mean, guys are ugly, okay? Let's just face it. I'm pretty sure gay guys even understand that guys are ugly.
I swear to God, if I was a female for a day, I would act like the biggest fucking Karen ever toward idiots. You laugh, I'm not fucking joking.
I know, but I'm trying to see how this goes down.
Lord knows I see a lot of stupid, ignorant people around here that I would just want to snap at. And you can't do that as a freaking guy. You could, but people would be like, you're a fucking asshole.
You know what? I forgot. Another thing I would do, I would go around punching people and then just say, you can't hit back, I'm a girl.
Actually, if you did that, you could still go for assault. You know that, right?
Yep, but the thing is, I get arrested. I fucking changed back in the middle of the night, and then they got the wrong guy. They don't know what the fuck happened. I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? And then they're like, well, wait, what? And then they're looking for all their little fucking documents, and they're like, well, shit. Okay, you're free to go, mate.
I would just be the biggest Karen ever. And just be like yelling at, and not your typical Karen as in someone who yells at the manager or gets mad when they don't get their way. I'm talking about a Karen that yells at fucking idiots for being stupid all the fucking time and causing drama.
Well, then you're just going to be a drama queen.
But yeah, I'd be the biggest annoying bitch on the block.
So basically what you're saying, nothing changes. Nothing changes but your junk. Got it. And possibly rounder boobs.
What the fuck, dude? Did you just call me fat? Did you just call me fat with that last comment?
It took you a long while to realize what the fuck.
The reason for that is because I was face palming at the last thing you said, and then I heard that. I'm like, what the fuck? Did he just call me fat?
Yeah, but at least your boobs. At least you're supposed to have boobs at that point.
Fuck off, bitch. I will not stand here to be insulted. That's why my lazy fat ass is sitting down right now.
Okay.
Fine.
So, whose question is it?
I think it's my question.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, let me see if I can think here. Okay, fine. What are some of your favorite childhood memories? Either from your childhood or teenagehood.
Teenagehood, shit.
I said from your childhood or teenagehood, no matter which one. Doesn't matter. You're like, you can't think of any.
I can, I just have to dive deep in my memories. I like going in order.
Mm.
So I guess probably one of my first memories would have to be just my days on the fucking PS1.
Mm.
Fucking loved that fucking shit. The moment I realized I could fucking climb. Like, I mean, I've been climbing since I was like fucking 10 months old. I was a little fucking piece of shit.
And we still can't keep you detained today.
No, no one can.
But anyway, go on with your story.
I don't know. What's a good fucking memory? I got a lot. That's the thing. I don't forget shit, so
You're like,
it's a little bit of a tough question for me.
You're like, I got a lot of memories, but which one of them are considered good, considering you did a lot of bad shit too?
Yeah, I know. It's like, which ones are good that aren't illegal? Which ones do I feel comfortable with saying online?
Consider you don't want to get in trouble for this shit later.
Yeah, which one makes me seem like less of a psychopath?
But anyway, go on with your stories.
Well, I remember I got my first fucking pocket bike at 8.
Mm.
It was a yellow dirt bike pocket bike, 49 cc's, and I never fucking rode it. Not once in my life.
Why is that?
Well, because the fucker had so much compression that I couldn't pull it, nor could my mother or anybody else that we knew. So we couldn't start the fucking thing. Eventually I took it to my dad's place. He could, but the thing was broken because of the gas sitting and me not knowing and being an idiot. So we bought the skunk pocket bike, which I've also completely destroyed because, do you know anything about two-stroke engines, D2?
Actually, yes.
Okay, well, you know what a bitch it is to mix fuel and gas, right?
Well, gas and oil. Fuel and gas are the same things.
Or gas and oil, yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Well, I'm playing zombie, so. But, yeah, so what happens when you don't use two-stroke oil, but you use just straight motor oil?
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
The thing was smoking like a fucking chimney. No, not even. The fucking smoke was white. Like, it was making so much clouds that the whole entire street got cloudy. And then it just died. It didn't seize, it just burnt out. Like, it was gone.
That's what happens,
then so after that, I got another one, silver and blue flames. And I had that thing for years. Used it all the fucking time. Ran away from the cops on the thing multiple occasions. Oh, and by the way, I've never been charged with anything in my entire life. So
it's amazing how you didn't.
I know. Well, I mean, I was like a fucking 8-year-old kid. You know, what are they gonna fucking do? They don't bitch to the kid; they bitch to the mother.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you got for me?
I'm not done.
Okay.
Like, so, then that bike broke,
All right.
and I fucking fixed it. Broke the shell because my friend was an idiot and fucking crashed it. Again, I've never truly crashed until I was like about 14, and it's a stupid story too. But the other thing is, I had a fucking bike, and then I put a bunch of Harley stickers on it because, you know, it was a fucking like 12-year-old fucking kid.
Mm.
Eventually, I outgrew the thing and I upgraded to a 96cc Baja Dirt Bug from Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
And let me tell you how much of a piece of shit that thing was. And it went fast. Like, it went so fucking fast for me. Like, I fucking was getting off a fucking 49cc, moved up to a 96. Oh, I also had a fucking 100cc dirt bike in between all that, but it fucking broke before I ever really got to ride it. I rode it around a tree once, and that was it.
Okay.
And this is before I knew how to fix things.
Mm.
So, with the 96cc, and this is the first fucking bike I've ever fucking crashed.
Yeah.
I was going really fast on a trail up at Long Point in Ontario, right?
Yeah.
Or no, it was in Turkey Point, which is near Long Point. So I'm going maybe, let's say, about 50 kilometers an hour. Okay, for all you Americans that... Wait, hold on. Okay, Google, what's 50 kilometers in miles?
50 kilometers is equal to 31.6...
Yeah, so like 30 like fucking miles. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Gotcha.
I'm going that fucking fast. Now, little did I know, driving on sand is different than dirt.
Yeah.
Have you ever drove on sand, D2, where, you know, the type of shit where your tires dig in and all that?
It's like, no, I can probably say I've never did that, and I probably never want to, knowing that you pretty much
if
dig
you know
yourself
what you're
in
doing,
that.
it's good. Like, the bike I have now can get for sand and perfectly fine. It's a Baja mini bike. Has, like, really big fat tires. However, on this little Baja Dirt Bug, what happens is, I fucking am going 50 kilometers an hour, and then there's this really, really loose patch of sand. And
Yeah.
in that loose patch of sand, I go from 50 kilometers an hour to 0. I fly about 20, like, something feet off the fucking handlebars,
Yeah.
and land in even more sand.
Oh, shit.
No injuries, no bruises, nothing. Completely unscathed. Just panicking and trying to collect my thoughts of what the fuck just happened. I wasn't wearing a helmet either. It was just... I just remember I'm going. Now I'm off the bike. Now I hit the ground. What the fuck happened? The thing is, the bike was almost like a foot in the sand. Like, it fucking dug itself like that fucking deep.
Anyway, you got any question? You got another question for me? We're about we're
Well,
at
for
the
you,
30-minute mark.
same fucking question.
What did I do in my childhood? Or like stuff like that? I really freaking... It's like me, it's like, you know, I really wasn't the popular kid. I was the outcast.
Oh, fucking same.
I
have
had
no
my
friends.
I mean, I had my group of friends throughout each time period, but you know, it wasn't a whole lot. It's not like oh, I was hanging out with the popular crowd in high school or anything like that. No.
Well, who the fuck does it? Who the fuck wants to?
The popular kids do, but I wasn't one of them. But you know, when it came to that, I was mostly like a gamer, and the times that I did, you know, go outside and play with friends, we just, you know, wrestle each other around and all that shit, or just hung out in general. It wasn't until you know, I think out of high school, I just decided to go and do shit with the friends around town, go on these witty adventures all over my area and shit like that. And actually seeing some sights and everything else. So pretty much the majority of my childhood was spent or teenagehood was spent not doing a whole lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I wasn't the most popular person either, so we have time for 2 more questions. One from you and then one from me.
Okay, what's the stupidest thing that you've ever done?
Oh, shit. That could be a lot of things.
Yeah, it's like, where do I start?
That could be a lot of things. Oh my god. And, well, I gotta think. Which ones was I not sober for? Because most of the stupid things I've done when I was drunk. But if I had to name... I'm answering this question, don't interrupt me. If I had to name the stupidest thing I've ever done, it's probably the scariest thing I've ever done, too. That doesn't involve alcohol. Because that's a whole totally another story. I just want to tell this one. Okay?
Yeah.
There's a field right by my house where I live at. And, you know, sometimes me and my friends would go in there, biking there to get from, like, my part of the town to the other side, because a town, or the other side of town where it connects off to at the end of the field. You know what I'm saying? But I remember one time me and some of my friends were biking out there, and there was like this big dip hill in the field too that's fun to go down on a bike on, and you know, all that shit, you know. And just like you, I crashed on that freaking bottom of that hill. Oh yeah, by the way, the bike I was riding on was a mountain bike, piece of shit. Only had one brake that worked.
So not even like a motorized fucking speedy little shit.
Yeah, it was just a regular mountain bike. One of the brakes only worked on it. I don't remember which one, but that's totally irrelevant in the story.
Guarantee it was the front.
Well, with the way I crashed, it probably was. Because apparently I crashed, freaking helmet that I was wearing totally broke apart.
Well, that's what's supposed to happen with helmets.
I was knocked the fuck out, dude.
Oh, that is not supposed to happen.
I was knocked unconscious. And then after about 5 minutes, my friend that was standing on top of that hill that we were starting at, he got a little concerned. So he walked down there. He seen me knocked out on the ground, bro.
Thought you were dead?
He thought I was dead. He thought I was dead, but freaking he brought me up. I was like weary, confused. It's like one of those moments where the lights were on, but nobody was home. And apparently, also during that crash, I ripped my shoulder open real bad, where blood was just gashing out of it. I still have that scar on my shoulder for that incident. So apparently, he dragged my ass all the way back to my place through this field, right? And next thing I know, the next part of the story I remember regaining consciousness in was the CAT scan in the hospital. So yeah, needless to say, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done. That didn't involve alcohol. I still have that scar on my shoulder, and I don't know anything about the crash. Or anything, I just go off of people's stories about it from that date, and that was 10 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, if I would have died out in the field that day, there would be no D2 Word Life on YouTube right now.
So what did you do again?
I think I was riding down this freaking hill in the middle of this field next to my house. I probably hit the brake when it was going really fast, probably the front brake, because I only had one brake, and I probably flew off the handlebars and cracked my head on the ground.
Yeah, I probably flipped over, dude.
Yeah,
the front wheel stopped, but the bike didn't. That's I guarantee what happened. When you only have one front brake, you want to pump it. You don't want to fucking, you know, like slam it.
Oh, and you want to hear about another stupid incident that I've done? Actually, this one was recent.
Yeah, sure.
We'll just add to this one because that's the kind of the prologue for what happened recently, like a decade later. You know, for anyone who follows me on Instagram, or you should know that I have like this 2-stroke motor bicycle that I've been riding around.
Yep,
I think
Chris,
don't beat me to it. You already know the story. Don't beat me to it. Well, we were on one of the trails in the town that I live in to explore around. And then I took a wide turn once in like this fenced off like area that's on the trail that's under like this bridge structure. And the fencing is there to prevent people from flying off into the water, right? I did the turn way too damn hard, and the bike went going down, and I ended up crashing face first into the fence. Ended up bruising my arm real bad too in the process. I'm still feeling that today. Oh, and crashing on bikes hurt when you're older, by the way. That shit wasn't fun.
Okay, so I got one more question.
Okay, I'll answer that.
Okay, wait, so I mean we already know the mountain bike one. How many like bike crashes or any like crashes have you been in? Like just a crash in general.
Just too many to count. I know it's probably up in triple digits because I'm not saying I'm a bad bicycle rider because, you know, that shit happens out of nowhere.
I mean, shit happens, but I mean, I probably have like for motorcycle crashes, I probably have. I've witnessed some, but I've witnessed my bikes being crashed. Yeah. I was never the one to crash them, though.
Yeah. Anyway, we're about almost 40 minutes in. I'm just gonna end this podcast on this question that both of us got to answer.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years? When it comes to either...
In the future.
In the future. Oh, yeah, duh. But where do you see your life heading or your video editing heading in the next 10 years? Or what are your goals for the next 10 years of your life?
My goals? I want to own a fucking house. I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm going to do for building a tank for my cars.
Yeah.
And then, I don't really know. I don't plan that far ahead.
Yeah.
I plan literally like fucking 2 years ahead.
But if you have to name one thing that you would like to accomplish in the next 10 years, what would that be?
Owning a house. Owning a house. Big property.
Yeah.
I don't even care if I buy a house. I just want a decent sized property. Something that's very big and that I can hand down to like future generations.
Yeah. For me, my goal in the next 10 years for me, which shit, 10 years from now I'll be almost 40. It's like I just want to live my own life with a partner, maybe someone I'm married to, having a family of my own. Some D2 juniors running around, if you know what I mean. That's my ultimate goal. And hopefully
try to keep their noses straight.
I'm not gonna explain why that's funny. But you know what I mean. I just want to freaking live my life while still maintaining, you know, this. Whether I'm going to be doing videos in the next 10 years or not, hell, who knows? We may not be gaming here in the next 10 years or not.
Who knows? Fucking YouTube might not even exist then.
But you know, whatever the case, I just want to freaking live my own life and have my own family by the next 10 years at least. That's my goal. But, you know, I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens between now and the year 2031.
Yeah.
So, any last thoughts before this podcast ends?
No, not really. Fuck! The big zombie dude.
Well, anyway, subscribe to CreepyMonkey HeadGame. And if you're new here to this channel, subscribe to me. And watch all of our other older content. Give them a like if you like it. Have a laugh, and we will talk to you all later. Peace.